Peace and power. Peace and power. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Salute to the people of the struggle. As you come on in, know that you are in a safe space. Know that you are in a space of learning and getting learned up. A space for educating and being educated. A space for conversation, comments, concerns, dialogue, critical thinking. This is a space of love, unity, all on a path to true liberation. Not bullshit, true liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please put all funding information in the chat for the duration of class. Please put all contact information in the chat for the duration of class. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Book an assessment. If you are already up under my fold, get your sessions in. A lot of you have been slipping and then coming back and saying, damn, I didn't maintain. Listen, book your sessions. If you or anyone you know, an employer, an employee, a student, a friend, a loved one, anyone you know, you believe is in a domestic violence situation, an intimate relationship, abusive situation, please book an assessment. Book them an assessment. Damn it, book anyone. Give. So someone can get an assessment, because the life you save could be your own or someone else's. Immediate acknowledgement and strategic ways to get up out of one of these situations is crucial. Listen, y'all need to tag the FBAs. Yeah, tag them. Tag those who sit and claim FBA. We got questions. Tag Tariq Nasheed. We got questions. Tag the NAACP, because we got questions. Man, I didn't want to go here today. I have so many. I have about 3 other classes that I need to really address today, because people need learning. Why I have to do this here? Because I am tired of the division in our people. I'm tired of people coming up with these cockamamie theories of where our people should be, need to be in 2024. It's too late in the game. And I'm a straight shooter. I'm telling you, there's absolutely no room for BS. No room for defeatism. We all have to live in a manner of which we can realize our potential to be greater as beings. Anybody who is telling you that you do not deserve that is your enemy. Is siding with somebody who is making an attempt to take away that potential that we are all brought here with. you have a potential to be greater. No one has the power or authority to change that. However, they still want to sing these Negro spirituals. Jesus said, he's gonna take care of me. Jesus said, he's gonna take care of me. Don't know when or where, but keep playing. So this class, and I'm telling you, I do not intend to have anybody saddened. But I mean it in all disrespect. I am not with anything that is going to separate my people from one another, especially when those who promote and advocate for it are benefiting the most from this separation. Nah. So let's get to it. Because Jesus said he's gonna take care of me. Jesus said he's gonna take care of me. Yeah. And all that. Yeah. So let's get to it. MLK celebration. MLK Day. MLK events nationwide. Yesterday, there was in Columbia, South Carolina, the NAACP held an event where the second in leadership of the Corporation of the United States of America, Montel Williams, ex-Stott, gave a speech. She was present. She was in the spotty spot, the thotty thot. Oh, y'all know her. Miss Chucks and Pearls. Yeah. Miss Chucks and Pearls. I'm not going to only do anything for black people. Found her way to Columbia, South Carolina at an event, rally, whatever they want to call it. Now, that's regular degular. I wouldn't even paid it no mind. I wouldn't have paid it no mind. Right? And excuse me for getting right into it. But I had to. I see quite a few 55s in the spot. I'll get to y'all next class. Yeah, because we got to go in on a couple of gumps, couple of lizards later on. Okay? Now, especially Don Royal. You chuckling a little bit too hard there, Don. 55. You chuckling a little bit too hard. 55. You too, dank nitty. 55. Y'all coming in, you're chuckling a little bit too much there. Now, again, I wouldn't have said nothing about this event, this rally. But I started seeing some very, very disturbing video coming from it. Okay? Don't get fired, Tasha. Don't get fired. You're chuckling and all that. I'm telling you, don't get fired. You gonna be out there with them people and you get fired talking about Jesus said he gonna take care of me. So don't get fired. You better put your earbuds in. All right? Now, I wouldn't have said nothing. I wouldn't. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, I'm telling you. This class, I'm trying to make it quick, but it's so layered because there's a lot of people that need to get read here. A lot. Okay? Now, I started seeing video from, and this is on Twitter, from FBAs who were making an attempt to come to this public open event, excuse me, organized, planned, and held by the NAACP. Now, Bliz, what was so disturbing to you in these videos? Well, what was disturbing to me was all these melanated folk in all these different uniforms, different regalia, making statements. Now, I'm saying, hold up. FBAs, ADOS, and all these little weird acronyms base this ideology on DNA. And I always tell you, skinfolk are not always kinfolk. That in our struggle for liberation, a lot of melanated folks gonna have to get their head knocked clean off. Clean off. However means, a lot of them gonna have to get their head knocked off. So now, as we spoke on in class, even lineage, DNA base, even if you look and make the attempt to visually see someone who we would make the conscious educated guess that they will be FBA. We're talking coarse hair. We're talking very, very heavy pigmented skin. We're talking about from southern region. We're talking about people right there who are definitely not pro-black at all. There's going to be confusion and error in the ranks. No doubt about it. None whatsoever. There's going to be confusion. Okay? Which means we have to use a whole different method to ascertain who is really, really with the empowerment and the struggle for our people. And we have to really use different strategies when it comes to gathering our people. Because again, infiltration is a given. We're going to have enemies walking amongst us, which is why I always say how a person manifests themselves, how they move and operate, and the end result of their actions, of their behaviors, are going to let you know if they really down with the O phase or not. So now they're having this event. Most conscious and woke people wouldn't be there in the vicinity of that event unless it was to disrupt, which in 2024 is a waste of time and energy. We don't need to disrupt anything. Let them do what they do. Go ahead. It is meaningless. It has no power over us. So most conscious and woke people won't be out there. However, FBAs were out there. Who was absent, though, was one of their most staunch advocates, right? Oh, Sizzle Lips, right? Museum curator, right? This advocate, this spokesperson, This person who dehumanizes others based on a hairline, not knowing who they are, what's in their heart, and how they're moving. It's agent of destruction. Old Sizzle Lips wasn't out there. Granted, a lot of people weren't out there. However, when we're talking about somebody who's such an advocate for them, an advocate for them getting reparations, and knowing that old Chucks and Pearls was out there, man, that would have been a great space for his presence to be felt and known, and encouraging for his peoples to continue on. However, he wasn't there. You know who Sizzle Lips is? Yeah, the museum curator. You know who he is. Mac Daddy. Okay? Anyway, the very disturbing part of these videos were they had these big old mandingo buck elder black men in NAACP uniforms. And from what it appears, their task was to make sure no one was going to disrupt the energy of what they were attempting to do, which was make sure old Chucks and Pearls could hear the Negro spirituals. Jesus gonna don't take care of me. Yeah, Jesus said he gonna take care of me. They wanted to make sure of that. Oh yeah, anything that is done in mass and similarity is a uniform. Do not the Bloods have a uniform in red rags and red chucks? Do Crips have uniforms with blue rags and blue chucks, and then they flip it around? Yeah, the NAACP had uniforms emblazoned on their hats and their jackets. Big melanated men. And this is what they happened to do to people who had FBA signs. Signs with intent on asking and letting it be known that reparations should only go to them and people who stand with them, right? And nothing should have been wrong with that at all. I mean, you do live in a land or in a corporation of freedom of speech. But these men from the NAACP not only tried to attempt or made the attempt to prevent these FBAs from going inside, right? The event, which was also heavily guarded by local, state police, and federal police, Secret Service, and all that. Yeah. Okay? They made the attempt of not letting these individuals in with their signs, even though they pose no threat. The only threat that these individuals who claim FBA would have been was to the mind of people gathering around. That's it. They're voicing their opinion, and that should have been it. Eventually, and evidently, they had to let them in. However, once inside, they were consistently harassed, followed, and subsequently told that they had to leave. Not by police, not by sheriffs, not by the Secret Service. The NAACP at a Martin Luther King Jr. event with old Chucks and Pearls just took away the First Amendment right of the FBAs. These men were very forceful and aggressive in saying, y'all gotta leave. You look like you're protesting. Which protests, to my knowledge, are never, ever illegal. Especially when it's peaceful. Because I haven't seen too many FBAs waving artillery, waving that ratchet, that thing. Never seen that. They ain't no threat. Again, just happened to be another group of people who are going to act like chihuahuas, yelling and screaming at the great big King Kong that happens to be the United States Corporation of America. See, all that protesting, that's what that is. You like a chihuahua barking at King Kong. I just want you to get a picture of that. A chihuahua barking at King Kong. You think this giant size, big ape that may stand 7, 8 stories is going to hear a chihuahua barking? No. And even if King Kong was able to hear a chihuahua, shit, King Kong didn't even hear Fay Ray. She was screaming till her damn lungs popped out. I mean, King Kong is swatting her airplane. This is what happens when you protest without a threat, a true, meaningful threat behind these words. So, I know the FBAs are in the same boat as NFAC, same boat as these little gun clubs, same boat. In their documents, if they have one, in their manifestos, if they have one, there's never a space in it where they say they're going to take out their enemy, ever. Never. And I dare any one of them to challenge me on that. They not trying to do nothing but complain and beg. That's it. So it was easy for them to get shuffled up out of there by elders. Big old elder. No, you gotta leave. The NAACP. Now, when you go and look at the thumbnail and look at the videos, should y'all choose to, they're all over there, right? You will notice something else. Not only was the NAACP present, Freemasons was also present, fraternities was also present, sororities was also present. All of these other groups, Democrats were present. All these other groups that don't claim FBA, don't seek or have the same goals in line. These organizations, these bodies of people feel secure and disrespected within FBAs because they are with daddy and daddy's military might. Yes, elder women pointing fingers at them. Make sure you vote. Make sure you go and vote. At the same time, the elder men shove, y'all can't be here. Get up out of here. So I'm trying to figure out where's the strength in these FBAs. Where's the strength? Damn it, Antifa. Little punk, old phase. Fighting. You ain't pushing them up out of nothing. So, again, when I'm hearing all the toughness, all the venom that a lot of them speak with online, to people who are questioning, what are y'all about? What are y'all trying to do? What is the end goal? None of that energy was in Columbia, South Carolina for not even the toughest. I'm talking about old dudes. Old Freemason dudes, old carpenters and electricians and rail workers. These old dudes in jackets. Telling y'all got to get up out of here with all that reparations talk. Because see, the only thing that they disagreed with on those signs was the reason that the FBA showed up. We need to make sure that we telling y'all we not voting. We want reparations. And because reparations and FBA was on that sign with red, black, and green, some of them beautiful signs with beautiful statements, these old Negroes, mandingos, had courage enough to say, yo, y'all got to get up out of here. Oh, Kamala is coming through, and y'all can't make that noise. We ain't talking about no reparations. Y'all better not come in here talking about massive money. Oh. Whoa. You talk about massive money in front of massa number 2 representative? No, y'all FBA is going to get the hell up out of here. And I haven't heard a peep from nobody online. Nobody. It's peachy. I thought I would hear Dr. Ball and them talk about it this morning. I ain't hear that. I ain't see they leader say shit other than retweet some videos of people who were out there. Why wasn't he there? Why wasn't he at any event? Couldn't get a pass from the FBI or the CIA or whoever his handlers are. Couldn't get a pass to leave the crib. I'm figuring. Got to be. Because if that important of an event of that magnitude, where you know she's going to be there, that would have been excellent. Excellent for the movement. However, what we are witnessing is them getting pushed up out of there. Maybe these older dudes were so quick to push them up out of there is because some of them were standing next to that lizard. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's a lizard, a dandy out there in South Carolina. Marcel for Congress, whoever. Yeah. So they didn't feel threatened because some of them FBAs was with them. With him. And because he is an advocate for it as well. See, they sold the same line. So they don't have no problem standing with him. But he don't represent no strength. So these old buck Negroes, friend Stevens, told him, yo, get up out of here. Take your signs and get the fuck up out of here before this spiritual Negro him come on. Don't make no noise while they singing this song. Matter of fact, y'all got to go. Push them towards the mags. And what they do, they took their signs and complained. And complained to the same authorities, the same police agencies, law enforcement, the same ones that's there to protect the event. So it's the conscious mind, the military strategist saying, what the hell are these black people doing? What are these melanated folks doing? What kind of shit show is this? No harm intended. What did you go there for? I really want to know that. So somebody needs to ask their leader, who claims he's not a leader, but surely can rile them up, right? Sort of just like Trump rallies up his base, but never, I don't know what they were doing out there. January 6th, I didn't say anything. Yeah, the same method. I'm not their leader, but I could be on Twitter and social media clowning people who come from the diaspora, who come from the Caribbean, who come from anywhere else. I can emotionally charge this base and separate our people, but I'm not their leader. So therefore, I'm not going to be there to support them when them old buck Negroes start kicking them around. There's no charging order. There's no manifesto. There's no structure. Other than I'm this, you're not, so I'm better than you. In a time where other groups of people are gathering together. My thing is, what got accomplished? What got accomplished? I heard a Negro spiritual. Yeah. Yvette, salute, much appreciated for funding the war effort. Coburn. Man, that's kind of similar to Clyburn. That was in his district. I think he was there. Because old Chucks and Pearls sure did praise him for being a staunch advocate and colleague for her and old Sleepy Joe. Yeah, Clyburn works with him. She said friends, advisor even. Even though, check this out, she praised Dr. King and his work. She used Dr. King as a prop, like everyone does. So now she bigged up Clyburn. However, we got MLK III specifically saying Clyburn is a corrupt politician and has done damage to the people of South Carolina. See how mixy this shit is? Real nasty. You understand? So all conscious and woke people are sitting back like, look at this dumb shit. What's really going on here? Right? So old Chucks and Pearls can use MLK as a prop, but not Jonathan Majors. Because that's what old Dr. Bernice said. My mama wasn't no prop. How dare you? Really? The whole damn world been using your daddy as a prop since he been gone. They used him as a prop while he was here. You ain't got no smoke for them, but you beat up on old poor Jonathan Majors. That's a different class. Yeah. Because she herself, Dr. Bernice, uses her dad as a prop. Anytime you speaking of this man and what he done, what he did, who he was, before they smashed him out, is a prop. If you wasn't there, you don't know. What are we talking about here? She ain't got no heat, though, for Chucks and Pearls. Why? Sorrows. Sorority. Whether she Chucks and Pearls or she Delta or not, that's their mindset. Their mindset is never grassroots. Get our people up from the boot of oppression. Jonathan Kidd, Sr. Salute, much appreciated for funding the war effort. Do you understand? So they out there in the cold. Jesus said, God take care of me. And Chucks and Pearls. But before Chucks and Pearls came out, they gave this speech about who she is and what she's done. And I'm like scratching my head like, she did what for who? When? But her sorrow gave a great, ooh, this is what she did. This is who she is. Lord, this is what she done. Never mind all the things that she didn't do and all the lives she done destroyed and her absenteeism when it comes to true freedom and liberation. God gave her a grand old speech and she came out there and spit bullshit about freedoms that she said extremists were making an attempt to take away. When the NAACP, who organized the event, took away the freedoms of those FBA identifying individuals for just being there. Kicked them out. Didn't want their voices heard. Didn't want their signs read. This is supposed to be strength. That group is supposed to, they standing with a dandy, this lizard and dreads. That's strength? Pushed out. Should have seen them old dudes pushing young viral dudes out. I'm like, whoa, wow, what's really hood? What's really hood? Nah, man. No. Couldn't have been me. Couldn't have been me. But this is the lens. You have to have a clear picture of the lens before you can take a stance. I'm telling you, you will be in bed with your enemy. And you have to be able to make that discernment quickly. Many of us are not taught that. There's nowhere in our parents, nowhere in our elders that taught us how to view someone or a group as your enemy, because we have been conditioned to love everybody, regardless. So we fall victim to it in our immediate individual relationships, in our group relationships, in relationships when we go outside of our group. We have been raised, forced to be passive, which is why everybody runs all over us. If it hasn't been the Koreans in our community, it's been the Hasidics in our community, it's been the Russians in our community, it's been the Arabs, in our communities and we sit back, and though they may abuse us and talk reckless to us and give us poor products and talk crazy, we have been taught to be able to function in that. And it has harmed us. Carmen Rojas, salute. Much appreciated for the green screen. You understand? It is harmful and is going to be our destruction. And I want you to make note of it. You have to understand that when these people are amongst us and come in our communities and are just in our workspaces and things like that, stop being triggered by their behavior. Because they were never taught to respect you. They were never taught to view you differently than any other person in your makeup, in your DNA. And they are not taught that. You are taught to stand down to everybody and give everyone the benefit of the doubt. These people are not taught that. That's why when you make an attempt to, now respect it, and try in your daily activities to establish that in them, they don't get that. It doesn't compute. They doing them. That's it. They're not concerned about you. They don't care about your tone. None of that. That is not for them to do. They are here to do them. That is their mission. They're blinded by you. They're blinded by everything else other than their task of survival. Them respecting you is not in their survival kit. Because you ain't nobody. You've been lynched for 300 years. They ain't in they shit. They didn't come across the water to respect black folk. That shit ain't in their bylaws. So stop being triggered by how they move and stay away from them. You think you beefing with them online at Target or at the laundry or at the gas station is going to make them respect you or any of us? No, it's not taught. The first thing they taught me when I went overseas in the Army, the first orientation class that they give you is how to conduct yourself in this foreign country. That your customs are not their customs. That they have a custom of bumping into you. It doesn't mean that they're disrespectful. That's just how they move. So they already teaching me how to move in that space. Okay? Nobody give them no class on how to deal with black folk. They come here, they better learn the Pledge of Allegiance. They better learn what's right and wrong. And that's about it. They don't give a damn about you. Simple as that. I don't care where they come from. But these organizations, these groups of people are set up. These NAACPs, these fraternities, these sororities, these Freemasons. Seeing people out there with fezzes and all that are sat here and are geared. They're engineered to make you believe that as long as you stay up under white folk, you're going to be all right. Jesus said he's going to take care of me. This is disingenuous. This thought is what's going to keep you a casualty. It is not about rage. It is not about anger. It is about strategizing and setting goals outside of the parameters of this system. creating your own institutions and taking the word institutions and structures on, get rid of that language. We have to move in a manner where we will redefine who we are and what we are doing. So all the isms is gone. The communism, socialism, all that shit failed us. You have to work towards liberation. And in working towards that, making sure you get rid of your enemy. Ain't no coming to the table. None of that. You see, they don't do it. You don't see Israel coming to no table at all. Why the hell you think you supposed to? Why the hell you think you supposed to be at a rally, at an event for MLK Jr.? Homie who was disrespectful to any and everything and then got his head knocked off? Come on, man. Come on, yo. I'm not doing that. So where the FBAs at? Where's your strength? Where's your numbers? Who really believe as they believe? Where is the manifesto that's saying, NAACP is our sworn enemy. They don't want reparations for FBAs, therefore they can't exist in the same space with us. They got drama. It's lit. Where's that? Oh, okay. Okay. Because them elders ain't believing in no FBA. Them mandingos right there, they believe in massa. They got massa Secret Service. They got massa law enforcement. Man, they got union reps and delegates. That's what they believe in. So if you can't change them old bucks, don't come to me with that bullshit, because I'm a soldier. I've seen them old face bleed. I done bled them. So miss me with that separation bullshit that you talking. I don't see none of y'all talking about busting y'all hammer at all. When you do, call me. I'll be ready. Shit. I'll be right ready to do what need to be done. So again, I'd like to thank all my classroom assistants for holding it down. Oh, we will be back. I know I said it, but we're going to be back. Yeah. Because we got some lizards that showed their tail last night. Grip us out. And y'all going to stop with these damn celebrities. I'm telling you. All peace and power to the people who struggle. Guard your mind. Don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. I know you can do it. I've seen you do it. I've witnessed the beauty of revolutionary, rebellious people. I've witnessed Sekou Odinga. I've witnessed Dr. Khalid Muhammad. I've witnessed Mutulu Shakur, Lolita LeBron, all. I've seen it. All of you got that in you. Activate it and move on it.